Welcome to Bad Billionaires Radio Show. It is a real reality show with Dana Neal, and today we're talking about upgrading you. Yes, really excited about today's show, today's program. But let's do some housekeeping first, shall we? Bad Billionaires Club. It is the club for you. We offer more in networking, understanding, building, encouraging, and taking you further in what God has planned for you than any other networking group around the nation. Blessed, anointed, and destined. It's not about numbers. It is about what God called you to do. It's not about clicks. It's about what God called you to do. It's not about money. It's about what God called you to do. You are blessed and anointed and destined. Blessed, anointed, and destined. Billionaires Club. Bad. That's who we are. Go over to the website, badbillionaires.com. Register today. Subscribe today. Look at what we have going on for the rest of the year. We have the Millionaires Breakfast, as well as the Denim and Diamonds Women's Business Conference. Are you going to be ready for the Millionaires Retreat? You'll never know until you're a bad billionaire. God bless, because you are bad. Ha ha ha, this is Dana Neal, the real reality show. Are you ready to upgrade you? I am excited to be here on tonight. I am totally excited. A lot of things going on, and I tell you the truth, we have really put some things out there to basically increase and help, and you're going to hear the real reality show every week this time, every week. And, we might change times. We might have to have some pre-recorded messages. I'm not sure. But you are definitely going to hear from the real reality show every week. Yes. Thank you. So with that, tonight's topic is upgrade you. And it's funny that was the topic. Usually when I do a lot of my shows, whether it's the real reality show on YouTube or it's the Coach Dana motivational message, I truly try to be I truly try to get my messages from wherever the Holy Spirit brings me. Now, if none of you know, I am faith-based, so I do a lot of things according to how God gives it to me. So when I was setting up this program on today, I was like, upgrade you? Really? You're kidding, right? But no, he was not kidding. So, the show on tonight is basically talking about you getting yourself back together to do what needs to be done, to take it further than it needs to be taken, to look at where you are right now and seriously upgrade you. Now, upgrading you, I know that's a song that one of the singers has done. We won't mention any names because they're not sponsoring our program. By the way, we'll talk about sponsoring the program later on in our program on today. But either way, when you think about upgrading you, you think about you on the outside, what everything looks like for people that are around you, more so than how you look at yourself, and not only how you look at yourself, but where you think you should be, But it's all on what is destined for your greatness, where you think you're going, what you think you're doing. And when you upgrade, you know, a lot of people think about what everyone else sees. That's what you know, it's not important, but that's what they think is important. But on today, I want to talk to you about upgrading you from a different perspective. I want you to think about where you were a year ago today. Where were you on January 24th, 2013? Where were you? What were you doing? You know, were you just getting into the hang of 2013? You know, you were at work this time, or maybe shopping, taking some things back to the store that you got as gifts, or, you know what? Maybe you were repeating in your mind, the events from New Year's Eve, went into the New Year day. Were you thinking about some of the things that you said that you would do differently in 2013 that you never anticipated of doing in 2012? What were you doing? What were you doing differently? And I want you to say to yourself, I want you to look at yourself right now, and I want you to say, am I doing the same thing in 2014 that I was doing in 2013? And if you say yes, that is troublesome, because that means you have not increased in any area of your life. And what I mean by that, and it's not a bad thing, but what I mean by that is you are now at a point where you should have gained some knowledge that you are using in your life. And when I say gain some knowledge, what I mean is whether it's spiritually based, in your career path, you have taken some online courses, or maybe you've read a book differently in the past year. Those are the kind of things that you need to make note of. And I'm visualizing you taking these notes, so I hope that you really are, because I'm visualizing somebody is actually taking some notes. But when you have this bit of knowledge, when you have obtained the wisdom that you know you need in the various aspects of what I've already said, then I need you to look at, okay, have you applied the knowledge? Now you can take it and, you know, put it on the inside of you, but are you in your mindset switching it around, making it come back to the forefront more so than you had before? Or is it really lying dormant on the inside of you? Let me say this to you. There comes a time, okay, I'm just really going to be honest, that, you know, when you eat, and it's not trying to be gross, but just listen to what I'm saying. If you eat the wrong foods, it can only go in, and prayerfully it comes out, okay, through your digestive system. Hopefully you don't get food poisoning and you throw it up. And hopefully if you're eating something that isn't good, it just comes right out. It doesn't break up into the different fatty deposits and then go into something else. Now you're fat, you got cellulite on your thighs, arms, legs, back of your neck, that kind of thing. Or it comes out in a way where it's still unhealthy, but it's coming out again in the fat, or it may be foods that cause you to get ill, and then you're ill for a few days, prayerfully not for a few months. Either way, when you take something in your body, okay, when you take something in your body, it won't, you don't want it to hurt you or harm you in any kind of way. You want whatever you put in your mouth to be nourishment in some kind of way, and that will help you in your health, help you to grow, help you to live. Okay, so that's the same kind of knowledge that you want to upgrade you. You want to be able to read different things that you can apply in your life, obtain different pieces of wisdom that you can apply in your life that will help you to grow, help you to succeed, and help to take you further. And it's hard. It is really hard to upgrade you. It is. Because when you consider what all you have had and you haven't applied it, do you go back and really look it over? Well, let me give you an example. I've done that. I have literally done that. I have read different books, printed different reports or whatever. I've read them, I've highlighted them, I put post-it notes on them, and I've gone over them. I put notes in the margin, and then I come back later and I look at them again, and then I put them aside, and then the next thing you know, I haven't applied any of what I learned to the life that I have. And so then 30 days goes by, and it's like, okay, I'm still in the same place I was 30 days ago, and that's not a good thing. And I say that, thank you so much. I say that because this is January 24th, and a little over a month ago, actually 34, wow, let's see, I won't even say 34, I'll say 33. Yeah. 2, 3, 30. 33 days ago, I left the 9 to 5. I left corporate America. Let's just say a little over 30 days. We don't have to do the math. I left corporate America. My last day was December 20th. And I've accomplished a lot. I've been real productive. But I'm still in the place I was where I was waiting on different things to come to pass. And while I'm still waiting, I am still in the middle of getting instructions, downloading instructions, because technically I left work to do ministry full time, and it's a blessing because I'm available. Okay, I'm available. So with that, I have to say I'm encouraged to know that I don't have to go another 30 days for people to realize, or for me to realize, where my help comes from. I know where my help is coming from, blah, blah, blah. I digress. Let me move on. When I look at some of the knowledge that I obtained at the beginning of December for how I needed to, or actually in November, of how I needed to apply my life, or how I needed to do differently in my life so that I would be prepared for this point in time right now, I did accomplish some things, and you know what? I did apply a few things. I didn't apply a lot. And the bad part about not applying a lot is that it needs to be applied. All of what I learned on last year, or right before leaving the 9 to 5, needs to be applied in my life so that I can increase in wealth and increase in health, okay, so that I can go further. It takes a lot to be in the place that I'm in and not complain. It takes a lot to be in the place that I am in and know that God's got me. I'm just going to say it. You might get offended. I'm sorry if you do. But it is also very considerable, and we're still talking about upgrading you, that when we all have information that needs to be applied, that we do so. What didn't I do? I think I let a little bit of fear set in because it was the unknown. And that's probably where you were this time last year, in the middle of the unknown. If you are still in that place, here it is, January 24th, concerned about where you're going to be for the rest of this year and how things are going to work out in the middle of the unknown, I need you to know a few things. Don't go that way. Don't put yourself off as if you can't grow and go and do what needs to be done. And when I say that, I'm encouraging you to look at your life, okay? Literally, look at your lives, because you're going to have to decide to apply a difference. You are. You're going to have to decide to apply a difference right now. And, okay, so what does that mean, Dana? Well, the reality is this. You can't keep living in the commonality of every day. Now, those of you that are listening to the Real Reality Show, that are subscribed to the Real Reality Show, here's the problem. You know you want real. You know you want more. You know you want to do more. But you want the lifestyle that are on the reality show, the reality shows, the things, quote unquote, that are seen on television. And that's not always so. Now, I think some of the stuff tiptoes on Real Reality, and this is a scary fact of some of the things that happen in the different relationships. But I will say this: when you look at where you are right now, and you look at all the people around you, you're hurting on the inside. You're hurting. And you know what? You only see parts of that on Real Reality. I'm telling you, there's no time like the present than to upgrade you. Don't look at what's in on the reality shows. Look at what is real in Real Reality. I mean, I left the corporate America, not with the severance pay. I didn't retire. I had to resign. And I had to resign knowing that God's got me. I moved to a different place last year. And I had to move to a different place knowing that God's got me. I have been a faithful tither in the past few months to my own ministry, which I had to build into my ministry in order to get to the place I'm in now. But why did I do that? Because it was for me to do. I'm not telling any of you that you have to pay tithes. I'm not telling any of you to stop paying tithes. That is not what the show is about. It's Real Reality. Let's talk about upgrading you. Okay, so I had to do those things that I knew to do, and I had to apply them in my life. But again, those are only a few things. I wasn't in a place where I could apply everything because of a little bit of fear. Fear cannot keep us bound. And that's really what's important when you're talking about upgrading you. You have to get away from fear, because fear can't keep you in that place. Fear will keep you bound. Fear will have you handcuffed, that you can't even apply your dream or write out your dream because you're bound. You're bound by fear. Not a good thing. And I know it's hard because I've been there. But if you look at where you want to be, if you look at where you desire to be, I think you can even see an upgrade in you right now, today. Think about it. Can you see an upgrade in you right now, today? Denim and Diamonds Women's Business Conference is coming to Milwaukee August 11th, 2014. It will start off with a billionaire breakfast. There will be a luncheon, networking and vendor opportunities, as well as classroom lesson plans and wisdom and knowledge throughout the conference. We are excited to bring this conference to you. If you are a woman business owner and you want to sit back, relax, and learn something new to catapult your business into greater wealth and bigger dimensions, please go to the website at badbillionaires.com. That's bad, B-A-D, billionaires.com for more information. Denim and Diamonds coming to you. So when we're here, like right now, and we're talking about this upgrading you, and I'm your host, Dana Neal, and you're listening to The Real Reality Show, and the topic today is upgrading you or upgrade you. You know, you have to decide that you want different. You don't want generational curses. You don't want to live in a poverty aspect. You don't want to be a part of people that are not encouraging you. You don't want to be part of those circles. You don't want to be in any situation that's going to bring you down or take you back. So what do? You think about who you are. Let me give you some bullet points here. You want to make a list of what you want by the end of this year. Okay? Make it a bucket list if that's the case. Okay? So you're making a list of what you want by the end of this year. Looking at that list, you have to say to yourself, which one of these things can I accomplish within the next 30 days? Okay? Then you'll say, well, which one of these things can I accomplish within the next 15 days? Which one of these things can I accomplish within the next 7 days? So when you look at your list, you should be trying to upgrade you starting today into the next 7 days, 15 days, 30 days, and by the end of the year, you'll know where you're going and what you need. It is not a shock to a lot of people to see those who have ambition, goals, vision, who have dreams and gifts. It won't be a shock for people to see you apply it. What will be a shock is when you continuously apply it throughout the rest of this year. This is only January, so you have 11 more months to do what needs to be done. And I know that you can do it. I know that you can do it, and I'm encouraging you to do it. And I'm going to tell you right now, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it because you can. Go ahead and do it because no one else can do it better than you. I must say this to you. If you made this bucket list, you're looking at everything, your 1 week, your 15 days, and your 30 days. The other part of that is make sure it's in line. Here it comes. Wait for it. With the will of God. Make sure it's in line with the will of God. No one told you to open that strip club. No one told you to open up that bar. No one told you to get a part of the weed legalization fanatics. No one said that. It's everything that's going to build you. Things that are going to upgrade you. I'm sorry. Marijuana is not going to upgrade you. It didn't upgrade the people from back in the 60s. It didn't upgrade the dope dealers. And it's not going to upgrade you. That is the real reality. Okay? So, the last part of that is make sure that it is in the will of God. I thank you so much for being a listener to the Real Reality Show with Dana Neal. And again, today's topic has been Upgrade You. We will be back next week. Not sure what that topic is going to be, but we will be back next week with the Real Reality Show. You're going to have to tune in. Let me share this with you. We are looking for sponsors because we need to get our show out there to everybody. We want to combine this Real Reality radio show with the Real Reality show that is seen on YouTube with Dana Neal. And it's not a talk show. It is actually real reality when you see the cameras following me around, okay? So we need some sponsors. And when I say we need some sponsors, we need some real sponsors. I have a package. I have a package that is very beneficial. Excuse me. It is a $50 package. We have 3 shows, actually. Yes, we have 3 shows. And one of which is our YouTube question and answer with Coach Dana. So we have three different packages to go with all those shows. $50 is a commercial before the broadcast, which is what you heard today before the broadcast on today for the Bad Billionaires Club. $100 for commercial before and during the broadcast. So we'll play the commercial beforehand. We'll also play it during the broadcast. $175 for the commercial before, during, and any promotions before the broadcast. And the $175 package also includes 2 tickets to any Bad Brand seminar, conference, or retreat. So we're looking for sponsors for the radio shows, okay? Just the radio shows. Please give us a call at 414-301-1236. That's 414-301-1CEO. And that is the Billionaires Online Radio Shows. We're looking for sponsors. We have a $50 package, $100 package, and a $175 package. We are increasing in listeners here on Spreaker, but we have more listeners on the Blog Talk Radio Show, and we have more followers on the YouTube Saturate Saturday. So please get with me. I pray that we can do this more, and we can actually get some people on in the chat room asking some questions. So I'm excited because we are growing. Please understand, we are growing. And it doesn't matter whether we get sponsors this month or next month. We are growing. So I thank God for you. I am Dana Neal. I am a real reality show host. This has been Upgrade You. I think we should hear again from the Bad Billionaires Club because it is a wonderful networking group here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but it is also nationwide. We service members throughout the nation. We're hoping to go global next year. We celebrated a 1-year anniversary in December, and I think things went well. It may not have gone the way a lot of people wanted it to go in regards to their own participation, but that's okay, because you know what? When God has ordained something to come together, it will come together the way He wants it to, and He will bring in and take out those that He does not. So we're going to hear from the Bad Billionaires Club again before we close out the show. Bad Billionaires Club, it is the club for you. We offer more in networking, understanding, building, encouraging, and taking you further than what God has planned for you than any other networking group around the nation. Blessed, anointed, and destined. It's not about numbers. It is about what God called you to do. It's not about clicks. It's about what God called you to do. It's not about money. It's about what God called you to do. You are blessed and anointed and destined. Blessed, anointed, and destined. Billionaires Club, Bad, that's who we are. Go over to the website, badbillionaires.com. Register today. Subscribe today. Look at what we have going on for the rest of the year. We have the Millionaires Breakfast, as well as the Denim and Diamonds Women's Business Conference. Are you going to be ready for the Millionaires Retreat? You'll never know until you're a bad billionaire. God bless, because you are bad. Thanks again for being here, for tuning in. I hope that you will go over to the Bad Billionaires Club and join the club. We have a lot of things to offer for members, and it doesn't matter if you're a billionaire or not, because as long as you speak those things into existence, those good things, they shall come to pass. Speak those things that are not as though they are. God bless you. I am Dana Neal. We'll see you next week, Friday, at the same time with The Real Reality Show. Have a good weekend.